Hey guys, what is up? This is the Reaper Life, one of the three founders of the Bad One clan. Today I'm bringing you guys some Crossout tips on how to improve your gameplay. If you guys are new, welcome to the Bad One Nation Gaming YouTube channel. And if you guys have already subscribed, welcome back. The first tip I want to give you guys today is your daily challenges and your season challenges under easy. Do not add towards your scrap limit for the week. So you can get the scrap from daily challenges and the easy seasonal challenges without adding to your scrap limit. And by seeing where your scrap limit is, it's under battle. And any of the 5 missions here, not get the wires or get electronics, under their rewards you will see a scrap icon and you can highlight it with your cursor and it'll bring up your scrap metal received for this week. So yeah. So for the second tip I have for you guys is not to upgrade your weapons more than once, because if you go to any blue item or higher, which you can upgrade in your storage, you press triangle on it and you go down to upgrade. It takes two of the same item to merge into that one that you selected on to make it stronger. Well, um, when you upgrade the first time, you have a possible fusion of one of these two effects up here. Okay, so say it gives you the damage increase by 5% for the first upgrade. Now, if you were to upgrade that auger again, it'll give you your part structure increase by 10%, yeah, but it gets rid of the last upgrade. So for every upgrade you go up, you're only getting what that upgrade has to offer. Every time you guys go up an upgrade, it deletes the last upgrade's effect. So yeah, definitely don't upgrade your guns more than once, I suggest, unless you're going for a certain effect. But other than that, don't upgrade your guns more than once. Now, this third tip I have for you guys is if you guys are trying to go for a legendary weapon, or if you want a legendary weapon like I do, right now I'm going for the Harvester, and to buy it on the market, it would be 7,300 gold. Okay, so that is going to take forever, right? If you try to save up to that amount of gold. But what I suggest you guys do is go to factions, and I know that the Harvester is built under lunatics and their rare or their legendary part manufacturing section. But you go to the Harvester and you see what parts are required to build it. And instead of buying all the purple parts that are expensive, very, very expensive, um, and it almost adds up to about the same amount of gold if you were to just buy the Harvester. But what you want to do is you want to build the purple parts. So what you do is you go and you find whichever part you can. I know that the expanded ammo packs, it takes 2 of those to build, or is part of the required parts to build the Harvester. It takes 2 of these to build the Harvester, and right now that's what I'm doing as I'm working on this. I need 2 of these right here still. But what I'm doing is for the blue parts underneath each purple part, I'm buying them. So I just buy the blue parts that are very, very cheap compared to the purple parts. And what you end up doing is you save so much gold by buying the purple parts and building the purple, or I just got that backwards. Sorry, guys. You save so much gold by um, building the purple parts by buying all the blue ones. So you buy all the blue ones to build that one purple part you need, or 2 in my case. And after you've done that, you go to the legendary weapon or item, and now you can build it just for these resources here. So um, in doing so, you save half the amount of gold instead of buying the Harvester flat out on the market. So if you do a little workaround here and you build the purple parts that are needed for the Harvester or any legendary weapon. You build the purple parts, and you buy the blue parts for each purple part, if that makes sense. Now, the fourth tip I have for you guys is under the exhibition tab, um, there's a search bar right here. And say you guys wanted to test like a certain part or a certain weapon, um, you can look up the name of that part. So like tsunami here, because I know that's a big cannon. You can go to it, uh, search it up in the exhibition tab. You go search, and it'll show vehicles that have what you're searching for. And so what you want to do is you find the vehicle that has your desired part or weapon that you're trying to check out. You hit X on it, and it shows you their vehicle and all their stats and stuff. But then you go down here and you can click X on this or just hit square, and it automatically takes you guys into test drive. And from here you guys can mess around and check out if that part or weapon that you're trying to go for, or even the spider legs or anything like that. You can check it out and see if it's worth going for, and if you really want to get that part or weapon. So yeah, I just figured this out the other day, and I was like, wow, like that is awesome, being able to check out what good parts are and what works best with your setups, or check out other people's setups, and being able to check out those weapons or parts, like I said. Now, the fifth tip is the best way to earn copper. And to do that, you go to battle and you go to raids, but you want to play the hardest raid out of all of them, because it's more efficient than doing the 20s or 40s. You end up spending more gas and getting less copper if you go with the lower fuel required raids. In my opinion, though, the easiest hard raid would be the what do they call it, the heist, where you have to get to a package, pick it up, and then take it out of there. That's the easiest one out of the hard raids. So yeah, that you guys definitely want to shoot for that one if you can. But also, if you are just barely the power score that's required for these missions, try to join the raids alone by yourself and not with friends, because you have a better chance of being stacked up with higher power scored people. So you'll have a better chance at getting victory on that mission and getting much needed copper. And the sixth tip I have for you guys is don't sell your common items in your storage, because they're not worth very much alone, like under $1 usually. But they are all needed to build what you want to build, or what you need for selling for gold. So I'm in the my faction right now is scavengers here, and I build augers and I sell them for like 110, 105 gold. But yeah, those common items are very needed and useful, so don't get rid of them unless you have a huge stack of one item or something. Like, I could get rid of some of these radar smalls because I have so many of them, but yeah, that's another tip. And the seventh tip is the best way to earn scrap, which is under brawls right here once you go to battle. Big black scorpions and storm waiting, or no, not storm waiting, free for all and big black scorpions is the best two brawls that have the highest scrap metal reward for first place. So I suggest if you guys really need your scrap, this is the way to do it, not missions. And yeah, so if you need extra scrap, big black scorpions or free for all, but you got to be a certain level. Requires level 10 to be able to play these, and right now you can see, even though I'm level 21, it's locked. So yeah, all these missions under Brawls will unlock at a specific time during the week, and once they do, you can access them there and get your scrap limit way faster. And the eighth tip I have for you guys is once you reach your scrap limit, which you can go to any mission and go to any mission on the missions tab here and go to rewards and hover over the scrap icon here, and it'll tell you how much your scrap limit is, how much you've received out of this week, out of your scrap limit. But once you guys finally reach your scrap limit, I suggest to play Get Wires or Get Electronics, because no matter what, if you win or lose a match, you are receiving wire or electronics, depending on which one you're doing. So with that in mind, you're not able to go get scrap in these missions, and if you win, you'll get one of these rewards, but no scrap. If you lose, you don't get nothing. So it's better to go to Get the Wires or Get Electronics, get your wires and get electronics, and then go to your storage and sell them from there for extra gold. And yet again, go to trade this time. I'll talk about that here in a little bit, but yeah. Sell your wires or your electronics, and I don't have any, not very much anyway, but yeah, it's another good tip for making gold. And another tip I have for you guys, the ninth tip I have for you guys is don't re-roll crates unless you get a veteran or higher crate. So the brown crate, I think they call it like a Wastelander crate or something like that. No, it's the do-it-yourself crate. That's right. The do-it-yourself crates that are brown, don't re-roll those because it takes scrap away. So it takes 100 scrap to re-roll this item. But I do recommend if you get a veteran crate or higher, the next crate higher than this or even higher than that, and you don't get what you want out of it, then it's more worth re-rolling it if it's not this crate, because you have a higher chance of getting something you want or need. So it's more worth spending scrap on the other crates and not the first one. The 10th tip I have for you guys is to, when you're going to a battle and you're trying to go get scrap via missions here, try to stay away from get the machine gun or get the shotgun, because the real higher level dudes, with high power score, will be most likely be on these missions right here, because they're trying to pick on the little guys. That's usually what seems to happen quite frequently. So yeah, recommend get the cabin or get the wheels. Get the wheels. I feel is more balanced out there, because people that just unlocked it are like out there playing it and stuff too. Not just the big guys come back and they play on get the machine gun or get the shotgun to try to pick on those starter vehicle guys. And yeah, so hopefully that tip improves your guys' gameplay. Alright, and the 11th tip I have for you guys is the race brawls underneath brawls when you go to battle, and then hit R2 twice actually. When you go to brawls, the race mode here, yeah, it's a good way to get your scrap and possibly a loot container. Although it's only unlocked certain times, but it's better to have an actual setup made for this race, because you're going to want something super lightweight and yet still strong and can haul ass. So we recommend the Growler cabin. Not sure, I think it's Lunatics. Yeah, it's Lunatics faction, where you can buy or build the Growler cab. But yeah, so don't join the race brawl without a nice lightweight and quick setup, of course, if you are racing. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so the 12th tip I have here for you guys is to You can map your guns to whatever button you want them to shoot. So if I hit this little button down here, the little gun icon, and I hover over each gun, I have three different guns here, and they all fire on R2. So if I wanted my cannon to shoot on L2, I just click on it and pick the group of what button to use here. So I can have my rapier be L2, my vector be R2, and then my chord be L1 or R1, even square with the controller scheme that I have set up right now. Um, if you go to options and you go to controls, my layout's relative to car, so your guys' weapon groups may be different. But yeah, so that's the 12th tip there. Alright guys, so the last tip I have for you guys is to make more gold for when you're selling your items. And to do that, you go to your storage and you highlight whatever item you want to sell on the market, hit triangle, and instead of hitting just sell for the base price, you guys can go to trade and sell there. And instantly I'm already making more money if I just put it up for this offer, and it has a pretty good chance of selling because 118.97, there's two orders out there already like that, and it's not the highest one. So yeah, that's another good way to get gold without just selling your items for the base price. So I'd only get 87 here, and from here I'd get 107. So that's 20 more gold just for trying to sell it this way. But yeah, that's all for the tips, you guys. I hope this improves your guys' gameplay some way or somehow. Please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. And thank you all for watching.